You can visit online at ShuilaFlooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at ShuilaFlooring@gmail.com.
Programming on KCHW is supported by Parkview Senior Living in Colville, Washington. Parkview offers assisted living services for seniors, including care planning, help with daily routines, and meals served in the community dining room. Parkview Senior Living is located at 240 South Silky Road in Colville. Additional information is available at parkviewsl.com or by phone at 509-684-5677. Thank you, Parkview Senior Living, for your support of KCHW 102.7.
This is KCHW 102.7.
Good morning. It's your KCHW morning show for Thursday, July 9th. We are here with myself, Chuck Ritchie, my lovely co-host, Miss Gina Greenwood, and we have a couple very special guests coming on at the second half of the hour.
We do.
We have Izzy and Ellie coming to join us.
Yes.
Izzy is doing her college thesis. She's going to talk to us about some of the stuff she's working on and some of the help she needs from the young people in the community.
Exactly.
And Ellie is going to be here just because we love having Ellie on.
Just charming everyone. You know.
Yeah. Of course.
The dynamic duo.
Of course, Ellie has been a competitor in Shuila's Got Talent.
Yes.
She is a young performer. She was in. She did an amazing performance in Little Women, as well
definitely.
as quite a few other performances. Oh, the winner of last year's talent show at the fair
at the fair.
At the fair in Colville.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is that the official Stevens County Fair? It is, correct?
I believe so.
I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So a couple of very talented young folks in here today.
And they're just really, they're dynamic. Their friendship has grown.
Yeah.
And I got to witness them last Friday at the market, because Izzy came to chat to
nice.
kids and help me. But just to see, young souls connect and have a great time together and just giggling and having fun.
I love that.
I
I love that. All right, well, looking forward to having them. And,
yes, absolutely.
Seeing what Izzy's up to. I know we had her on last year before she went away to college.
We did.
And now she's back again to talk about some of the stuff she's working on.
She's a dynamic young woman.
And again, like I said, she needs some help from some young folks in the community to help her work on her college project.
Exactly, her thesis, yeah.
Yeah. So looking forward to that. Sounds she's a very intelligent person. I'm really looking forward to seeing what she's
great.
She's going to talk about.
They're both great.
Oh, absolutely. But in the meantime, we've got some weather and birthdays and local stuff to talk about.
All right.
And
the weather's going to be amazing all weekend.
It is.
For everything we have planned.
It is, yeah. I was talking about this yesterday. We had a festivals meeting, and we were talking about the heat, ways to combat the heat, trying to get at least some shade up in the audience. And, I brought up the weather is going to be in the mid to high 80s.
I know.
Which, of course, got some groans. I'm like, wait a minute, you guys remember the last 2 years? It's been over 100 degrees.
Did you end up with any type of a shade shelter, so to speak?
Nothing major. We've got the big tent, which a huge thank you to Stephanie Westhoff from Westhoff Excavations for letting everyone use that tent all the time. She's always very gracious with that. Really, really appreciate it. So we're going to have a big tent on the main stage for the performers. In the audience, what we're going to do is we're just going to put up as many pop-up tents as we can get over those back rows of seating to at least have some shaded seating for somebody until we can get figure out a way. Back in the day, there used to be that shade sale.
Yes. I don't know what, that was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. The shade sale is actually still back behind the theater. It's up in the attic up there. But if you try to unroll it, if you try to unfold it, it'll just turn to dust in your hands.
Oh, okay.
It's very old. It's very worn out. And the poles that used to hold it up had some structural damage that made it unsafe. And the city had to come in and remove those posts.
Oh, I see.
So until some funding happens to get a proper shade sale in, and I know that the city has a plan for a beautiful sale that's retractable, something that doesn't take a lot of effort to put up and down.
That's always a good thing.
But it does require a significant amount of funding.
Mm-hmm.
So until that happens, we are just going to kind of
And
we're going to
the
call it a grassroots operation.
An umbrella actually helps a lot.
It
Just
really
your
does.
own umbrella.
It
if
really
you're
does.
listening out there. And then I always tend to bring, even though the creek's right there, but you don't want to listen, like a spritzer bottle, just a simple water bottle that has a spritzer.
Yeah.
It really works.
I bought this fan it wasn't very much money. It has a reservoir underneath, and it has, like the, kind of like the dehumidifiers. It has a mister that has a little thing of, and it like.
And you press it, you hold it? It's like
you just plug it in and it shoots out like a fog, like a mist. Yeah, that comes at you, and you can adjust how much mist, and it actually feels really nice and refreshing, even in the extreme heat. Yeah.
Right. Who has that mister that they set up for the children's pavilion? There's a couple people, the businesses or individuals that have those mister tents that you just go under for a bit.
We need that.
We need to figure that. I know it's Saturday already, but
yeah,
I've seen them, and they're.
If you can find someone that has one, that'd be fantastic.
Wouldn't that be great?
If someone out there is listening has one, that would be fantastic as well.
Yeah.
Wow, that'd be really cool. I love that. I know there will be a cooling tent for Saturday. But yeah.
What's a cooling tent?
So a cooling tent, it's a tent. There's going to be some, some misters, ice water, cold water. Basically, a place that is cool.
Take a little break.
It's not quite a first aid tent, but basically, if you're getting overheated, you can go sit in that tent and get yourself cooled down a little bit.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. If you're not going to cool down in the beer garden, go cool down in the cooling tent.
And then Ina, who does Stitch by Stitch, she has those. She makes so much amazing stuff. She'll be at the market. She has those little wet things that you dip in the creek and put it around your neck.
Oh yeah.
She makes those.
Oh nice.
I can't remember what they're called, but
Yeah, I think you gave me one of them last year.
I might have.
It was fantastic. I don't know what happened to it, to be honest.
Oh well, we'll get you another.
It's probably still behind the stage in the park.
But they work pretty well.
They do. I've actually gone into a deep dive about some of the science behind that. I have no idea what it was, but I remember reading something about how that part of your body really sort of. I think it
just cools, the back of the neck.
Yeah.
It's like your forehead, if you're feeling overheated or whatever. But
I think it has something to do with the travel of your blood through your body or something.
I'm not exactly sure. I just know that it's refreshing.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, it works.
Awesome. Well, let's take a look at the weather. Speaking of.
Yep.
So today it's going to be a little bit warmer. We're looking at a high of 89 degrees.
Ooh.
56 overnight for your low tonight with sunny skies. Then sunny skies all day tomorrow, hitting up in the 90s with a high of 91. 58 overnight. That is going to be hot. But then actually cooling down a little bit for the weekend. Saturday, we're looking at a high of 86 degrees. Sunday, 85. Both of those. Well, actually, the low on Saturday night, is going to be 60. The low on Sunday is going to be 54. So that Saturday night, not quite so hot and staying a little warmer in the evening. It's going to be a great day to get out and stay out.
That's right.
To finish out the show and watch that last band.
Exactly.
Which we're going to get into the band lineup a little bit later. 85 like I said, 85 and 54 on Sunday. Then back into the 90s on Monday. It's going to be a hot one next week. 91 for the high on Monday, 60 overnight, and then 94 on Tuesday. Warming up. But Wednesday looks like we get, I wouldn't call it relief, but a little bit. It's going to be mostly sunny skies. About a 4% chance of rain, so you can keep your fingers crossed. You might get a little bit, but doubtful. 85 for the low, or for the high rather. 54 overnight, then 86 and 54 next Thursday. Or 86 and 57 rather next Thursday. I'm having a hard time reading numbers today.
Oh yeah, well, the numbers we know they're up there.
Oh yeah, but then once you move past next Thursday, things are really starting to heat up. It looks like Friday of next week in the 90s, Saturday of next week, it might hit triple digits. It might be it says right now 97, but that's too far out to really tell.
Sizzling summer.
It could go up from that. It could go down from that. Hopefully it goes down from that. But yeah, then we've got, looks like temperatures in the 90s for the foreseeable future for the rest of the month. So stay cool out there. Make sure to, hydrate. Just do whatever you can.
Put your feet in the creek or dump water on your head or something.
I like that. Or in our case, in our house, turn the air conditioner on and sit under it. So we do have grass pollen counts today are very high. Tomorrow it should drop down to high. Saturday is also dropping down to high.
Did you take your allergy pill?
Not today. No, I should though. But it hasn't been too bad.
You just and you could
Fingers
keep a couple
crossed.
here when you forget and you're here.
I do. I keep them in my bag and I forget to
Okay.
take them. I'm not good about that. I'm terrible. All right, so let's take a look at our Chula Valley Lions Club calendar.
Okay, for the birthdays.
We'll reach over here and grab it. You know what? It looks like today we don't have any birthdays on there. But I know there's somebody out there listening who is having a birthday or an anniversary today. If it is your special day, happy birthday, happy anniversary.
Yes.
Hope you have a great one. We do have some coming up over the weekend that we'll be getting into tomorrow, as well as a couple even familiar names on there. So, actually, I am gonna say one. Joe Trudeau's birthday is Saturday, and he's actually performing in the brass band.
Excellent.
That's gonna be opening up. Yeah,
For Saturday,
Yeah,
Summerfest.
so that'll be a fun one. And then we got, of course, Carmen Hartill's coming up on Sunday. So happy
Aw.
birthday, Carmen. And again, like I said, tomorrow we'll be going through all of these. There are quite a few names coming up over the
So
weekend.
people just, what's the fee again? And list any birthday that you'd like. I think, is it $10 or something?
It's something very small like
Yeah.
that. I don't remember what the fee is, but it does go to the Chula Valley Lions Club.
Awesome.
I know they're going to be, usually in the fall, they ramp up the sales of their calendar.
Mm-hmm.
You can purchase the calendar, or like I said, for a small fee, you can have your names
As many birthdays
anniversaries.
as you want.
Yeah, as
and
many,
anniversaries. And
everyone in your family, put them all in there. I was going to say your dogs, but I don't know if they want the dogs on there.
that might be a little bit much.
That's something I would do.
Yeah.
I would put my two boys, their birthday's June 12th. I know this off the top of my head. My wife, I have to think about it for a minute. Sorry. No, I know it's my dog's birthday because it's also the day my stepdaughter got married.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
a
so-
memorable day.
Right. So they my dogs were born on my stepdaughter's anniversary.
There you go.
Or anniversary, wedding day specifically. All right, so let's take a look at our local events here. We got we've had a lot of activities going
a
on.
lot, yes.
Whew,
Whew.
it's been a busy time. We started with Igor and the Red Elvises. I do believe we had stuff going on before that, even
Oh, yeah, it's been ongoing.
going right into the 250 celebration. We've had in this community 10 solid days
I know.
of celebrations. It's not quite over yet, but we are winding things down this weekend.
I really appreciated all the beautiful pictures of the parade.
Oh.
And you announced with Tiffany.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that was so much fun.
Fun. And then I thought it was awesome that they honored Paula for her organization with that big bouquet of flowers.
That was fantastic.
I know. That did my heart happiness there.
That
Because I
was-
know you shared, she rallied it.
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
She did. And of course, Paula, our Wednesday and Friday morning show
Yes.
co-host here.
Yes.
And good friend of mine, my big sis. Yeah, she's a powerhouse, that one.
Well, that was great that
Yeah,
she was
when-
honored.
When Paula says she's going to make stuff happen, she does.
She does.
She absolutely does.
That's
So,
great.
thank you, Paula, for everything you do for the community. Really appreciate it. And putting, she won't take the credit for it and I do know that a lot of people put in a lot of work to make all this 250 stuff happen. But at the end of the day, none of it would have happened if it wasn't for
Right,
Paula
because she
spearheading the whole thing.
took it
So-
on, yeah.
And
To like organize. It takes a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of people to make anything happen
It really
collaboratively,
does.
but you had shared with me that she stepped up to the plate, as they say.
she really did. Of course, we do have Operation Mayhem still undergoing.
Okay, how's that going?
It's going pretty well. I think there's about 30 some odd teams signed up.
30.
There's still room for more. It's never too late. You have the whole weekend to work on that. There's a lot of amazing fun challenges in that. You can go to chula250.org to get registered. And once you get registered, then you'll get the list of all the challenges. There are I think there's right at about 100 challenges to do.
And Laura, she's organized that.
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yes,
That's
your wife. Your lovely
that's my wife, Laura. She's put all that together. It's kind of based on the GISH model. Mm-hmm. If you're not familiar with GISH, you can look that up. It stands for the Greatest International Scavenger Hunt.
And then,
it's
how's it spelled?
GISH. Well, that's GISH. That's not what we're doing. But
No, I
it's-
know,
it's
but if
sort
they
of-
want to look it up to,
yeah,
Yeah.
it's inspired by GISH.
there you go.
And
Inspiration.
so there's a whole bunch of wacky challenges, things to make, things to create, things to do, places to visit.
Operation Mayhem.
Operation Mayhem, and I doubt anyone will get through all 100 items. If you do, my hat's off to you because that is an impressive feat.
There you go.
So I do know, as I said, sort of based off the GISH model, I do think even that was an international scavenger hunt with millions of people competing, and I'm not sure if anybody has ever managed to complete everything on the Gish list, because some of that, ours obviously does not, but some of those on the Gish list involve international travel,
Amazing.
and stuff. So very
and random acts of kindness is the person that associated with.
So Gish was started by Misha Collins. He's an actor. He played Castiel. He played the angel Castiel on the TV show Supernatural.
Okay.
Wonderful human beings. He does a lot of humanitarian work. He started the Random Acts of Kindness Foundation. And
I remember you said that.
He's done work around the world, feeding people in third world countries, clearing landmines from areas where children play in other countries.
Wow. Yeah.
Making safer spaces for kids around the world. I can't even. Those are just a couple things that comes to my mind. But every year he's doing humanitarian efforts and
tell us his name again.
Misha Collins. Misha Collins, wonderful guy, absolutely hilarious. So if you follow him on Instagram or Facebook, he's always posting funny videos. The thing that even before we started watching Supernatural made me fall in love with him was he did a show where like a series of web skits where he would take his kid to the grocery store. And his kid was like 3 or 4 at the time, and let his kid pick out ingredients to make dinner with.
Oh.
And, it would be things like gummy bears and spaghetti and, marshmallows, and make something.
Of course.
Make something for dinner out of that.
Something fun.
And it was
3
fun.
years old,
And he's not a great cook either, so it was fun. Just a fun guy. All right, so today that Operation Mayhem is still available. You can still sign up. It's not too late. You can still spend the weekend doing some fun stuff. Operation Mayhem goes until Monday of next week, so it ends on the 13th.
And so how do people look into that?
You can either go to the Chula events calendar.
Okay.
There's a big banner across the top for the 250 celebration, or you can go to Chawila250.org.
Okay.
And you can register. You can find out more information about that. And once
Excellent.
you don't see the list of the items until you actually register.
Of course.
And it doesn't cost anything to register. You can just register and then see if you want to do something on the list.
There you go.
You can compete by yourself. You can compete with teams. People don't even have to be here in Chawila. You can sign up your whole family around the world and have them play with you. So
excellent.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. All right, so then after that, we have Bunko. That's happening at the Valley Fire Hall in Valley today from 10 to 11 a.m. This happens the second and fourth Thursday of every month. Again, that's at 10 a.m. at the Valley Fire Hall in Valley. We have the diaper distribution happening today at the St. Mary of the Parish, or St. Mary of the Rosary Parish Hall. That's at 302 East Main Avenue. So that's a great service they provide.
Absolutely.
So diapers are really expensive, especially for young parents. I do believe, I don't have all the information here, but I know they have different sizes. They even have pull-ups available, some wipes, and that's for mothers of children needing diapers, expectant mothers, grandparents can also go and pick up diapers. It's an amazing service. I know.
Yeah, it's
I know.
awesome.
I know. When mine were young, sometimes it's do we buy the diapers or do we eat? I don't know.
Toss up.
And we really tried using those disposable diapers. I'm telling personal stories here. I don't know why, but it just wasn't happening in our house. We didn't. With twin toddlers in the house or with twin infants, trying to get the mental clarity and the motivation to also clean diapers.
Right.
A
little too much.
It was too much. We couldn't handle it. We couldn't handle it. All right, then the Chula Food Bank is open from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's at the Senior Citizen Center at 302 East Main Avenue. That's another, talk about an amazing service people provide.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been threatening to get those food bank people on the air for a while because I need to personally thank them for everything they do. That's awesome stuff.
It's incredible.
And then, of course, you can go to Tech Help at the Chula Public Library today from 3 to 4 p.m. That's at 311 East Clay Avenue. If you've never been to the library, where a snarky 12-year-old can tell you what you're doing wrong with your computer. No, I'm just kidding. They're actually very helpful. They're very sweet.
Don't forget to check out the new mural. Melissa Cole and all kinds of volunteers and the Arts Guild sponsored that.
And I have been told, touch the mural.
It's
Go
got to
ahead.
be.
Look at it.
It's so beautiful.
I can't help it. I got to touch it.
And on the mosaics, and I was able to go into the schools to help with the mosaics, which gives it a 2-dimensional feel, and
Yeah.
it's just fun to have that dimension. And
Yeah.
I just, Melissa's great, and lots of different folks helped with that whole thing.
And the kids had a lot
With
of
the
fun.
kids
doing
had
it. Oh,
fun. Yeah, we
Oh,
went
yeah.
to several schools.
And they get to see it. And someday they'll be able to come back with their kids and say, see, I did this.
See?
Yeah. I love that. I think that's great. And it really does look good over there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of fun. You really have to get up close to really.
Yeah,
to really
people
pay
say,
attention to it.
people I know, they go, yeah, we drove by. I said, oh, no, get out of the car.
Yep.
Get on up there, get close and check it out.
And touch
it if you like.
Yep.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a very sensory driven person. I have to touch. I have to feel things. I have to.
I understand.
Weirdly, and my family makes fun of me for this. Smell is big to me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Smell's very important. One of the main senses that I think is overlooked.
I know.
I think I knew somebody when I was a kid that lost their sense of smell, and it always amazed me that what's it like to not smell, and I couldn't imagine.
I know, because it's
Yeah.
important. I relate to that very much.
And if you lose your sense of smell, you lose your sense of taste because they're connected.
Definitely.
So yeah, it's interesting. All right, so then tonight, night at the museum from 6 to 7 p.m., where the museum comes to life. Although not really, there's not going to be dinosaurs running around, unfortunately. But that's happening from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Of course, that is a 250 event. That's at the Walt Goodman Historical Museum. If you've never been there, it's the blue building next to the theater. It's 501 East Washington Avenue. Is it blue or is it gray? See, now I don't remember.
I don't know, but it's got this beautiful, I love their flowers out front. They
Yeah.
have this really nice feel.
And if you've never been in there, it is a very cool museum.
It is.
Like-
Extensive.
It's
And they're needing extra volunteers, too. I remember
Yeah.
us mentioning that because there was an article, and volunteers are just needed. So pick
Yeah.
something that you'd like to volunteer, and it could be an hour. It could be,
And if you're-
2 or whatever. It doesn't have to be like the whole day.
and if you're volunteering, you get to hang out at the museum. How
And,
cool is
and
that?
just like
Yeah.
check out the history.
Right? All right, so you can experience living history. Live actors will be sharing stories about local Chewila Valley history. You can take a seat at the local school. You can get a cookie at the Addie Inn. That's courtesy of the Bread Box. You can hear a story about the Yale Hotel, experience what it was like working in the old magnesite mine. There's all this and more at the event.
At the event tonight.
And if you haven't been there recently, too, they've redone the upstairs in the last few years. And there's a really great sort of recreation of some historical places upstairs. So
Excellent.
it's really
And then
cool.
what time is that again? 6?
That is happening from, let me go back there. I scrolled too far. 6 to 7:30
Okay. Tonight.
tonight. Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Tonight.
Tonight.
Yes, tonight is the second and last evening to catch that. So I wish I could. I'm going to be out of town. All right. Then Craig Meyer Karaoke is going to be firing up the karaoke machine at 8:30 at the Oasis Tavern. That's happening from 8:30 to 11:30 at 109 North Park Street in Chewila. You can get your singing on. And then, of course, Chamber of Commerce meeting is happening tomorrow from 7 to 8 a.m. at the Mystiquois Cafe at the casino at 2555 Smith Road. And then everyone is welcome to come. And they encourage it and appreciate it when other folks come and see what's going on.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then pickleball. So pickleball is back at the golf course.
Okay, now officially we know this
they're,
now.
They're officially playing back on the new court, the newly refinished court. They got some grant funding to redo the pickleball court up there, and it's looking good.
Awesome.
So yeah, they're on a brand new court.
And that's tomorrow.
Yeah. Yep. That's tomorrow from 8:30 to 11:30. I think they might be going at 8 though. I'm not sure. It's on the calendar at 8:30, but I do think because of the heat,
Starting a little
they're starting a
earlier.
little earlier. Yeah. Which if you're out there at 8 o'clock in the morning is really nice right now. It was nice this morning.
It was
coming
very
out.
nice.
Oh yeah.
I get up early and sit outside and look at my birds and my squirrels with their calisthenics they do on the bird feeder.
Nice.
I know. It's entertaining. A cup of coffee and then watch them all.
That's awesome. My getting up early is usually and hitting the snooze button as many times as I possibly can before I finally drag myself out of bed. All right, then the Sit and Fit class is happening at Acres, Chewila, at 406 North Park Street from 9:15 to 10 a.m. tomorrow. That happens every Tuesday and Friday. And the Sit and Fit classes are a great way if you are, not able to do full exercise,
low impact and
low impact.
And some people have injuries that they're recovering from, and
Yeah.
some people just like to get together.
Yeah, exactly.
And have some fun together.
Although I have seen some chair exercises that are, I say this a lot, kind of like Cirque du Soleil type stuff, where they can go underneath the chair and climb all the way around the chair without ever touching the ground. I don't think they're doing that.
I don't think that's,
No, I don't think that's what this is.
That's definitely like Cirque du Soleil, which is a great show, by the way.
Right. Oh,
I've
yeah.
seen it a few times.
Oh, absolutely. All right, so then tomorrow, the Chewila Farmers Market. I'm not sure what episode we're on. I've lost count, but yeah, no. This is
Starts at 11 to 3:30.
This is the 19th season of the Chewila Farmers Market. I joke about the episodes, but this is the award-winning Chewila Farmers Market.
Yes.
Wonderful place. If you don't ever make it out to the farmers market every Friday, you should make an effort, even if you just go and grab some lunch. It's a lot of fun out there.
Yeah.
Of course,
the kids are so fun for the Colonel program that I'll be at. They're just appreciative of the whole fun that we have. And yeah, do
you know what you're doing this week?
I think I'm going to do pollinators, flowers, and like tissue, large scale.
Yeah.
Or not. Some, people want to do small, but I have a lot of materials for the Marcy Bravo installation, and I was going to do it a few weeks ago, but it was going to be rainy, and I didn't want to have wet tissue paper. And
that's
what I mean? That's always not the easiest to deal with. But pollinators, butterflies, yeah.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, and then I'm going to go over to the Legion.
Yeah.
Right after that for the barbecue. I'm going to do some stars like we did last week to honor the veterans and our signing of the Declaration. And also, I told the kids when they were done, honor your veterans and your parents and shine your light because you're a star.
Absolutely. That is cool. So speaking of, that's going to be at the American Legion tomorrow night from 4 to 8 p.m.
Yep.
That's at Post 54 at 111 South Park Street in Chewila. There's going to be barbecue and music. Of course, this is part of the 250 events.
Exactly.
This is, let's see here. So the Veterans Pride Band, they're at it again, bringing great rock music to the American Legion Post 54. There's going to be great music, great food, and some great information about who and what the Legion is all about.
There you go.
You can see how they contribute to our community and see why it's so important to continue to support the Legion members, our veterans, our active service military members, and their families. So, yeah.
Indeed.
Absolutely. So cool stuff. Go check that out. And, when they bring out the barbecue, man, things get serious.
Oh, yeah.
In a hurry. And in the best possible way.
Absolutely.
Yeah. They
Speaking of smells.
Oh,
right?
Yeah,
the
right?
barbecue wafts through the entire town.
I'm really, we're going to be setting up for Summerfest, but I'm really hoping maybe I'll be able to catch the tail end of that. Maybe go grab some barbecue.
There you go.
But it sounds really good. If somebody wants to bring barbecue over for the volunteers setting up for Summerfest, I'm sure nobody will turn it down.
No.
So then
Saturday.
Then we have Saturday.
Ooh,
there's a bunch going on. We're going to start out, of course, Saturday. There's going to be a lot of, if you're doing Operation Mayhem, there's going to be a lot of events happening during Summerfest involving Operation Mayhem. So you might want to check through that list or get the list if you're not on it yet. Then we're going to start out, we're going to go down the highway a little bit to the Mistaqua Hotel.
Okay.
They have their motorcycle show and swap meet.
I know. I thought that was a wonderful
idea. That's happening from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Let's see here. So they do encourage people to register early, stay informed with show details. Let's see. You can register now at mistaqua.com/bike-show. Of course, everything we're talking about here, you can visit Chewila.events, follow along with us. Or if you're like, what did they say? You can check that out at Chewila.events.
At 8 a.m., there's an ice cream fun run at Jenkins
Oh.
Junior High School. Of course, that starts 8 o'clock. And then we'll launch into, there's a simultaneous energy that the Children's Art Festival from the,
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Starts at 9, goes till 5, and then there's all kinds of things happening in the area. The whole park will be full.
Oh, yeah.
Of music and vendors and kids' art, and we'll be there having a little fun too.
It's going to be a lot of fun. So there's the Children's Art Festival from. Should we go through the whole schedule? It might take a few minutes, but I think we got time. We got time.
Got it.
So from 9 to 5, there's going to be easel painting with Leslie Christensen. That's going to be happening off and on throughout the day.
And it's in the pavilion, the art pavilion that Tom Bristol constructed right across the creek. Right across the creek. Yep. That's where it's gonna be.
Yep.
Yep.
Do you have the schedule in front of you too?
Certainly do.
All right. Well, do you want to alternate, or do you want
Sure,
to
let's alternate.
Okay.
I like that.
You can read the whole thing if you want.
No, let's alternate. So you already mentioned the easel painting. That happens from 9 to 5 ongoing. And then we have 9 to 10, masks and puppets with Kim Goot and a guest.
That's awesome. I said it yesterday, puppetry is an underappreciated art. A lot of people get creeped out by puppets, which is understandable, but I think that's part of the fun of it.
And the energy of the masks. That's a big part of this person because So then we have your turn.
From 10 a.m. to 10:30, it's going to be the first Stage Time Theater show.
Howdy Doody.
Yeah, they're doing It's Howdy Doody time, which I know we had some of the kids yesterday. They're very excited about it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
I know. I could recognize it was Gail and her grandkids. That was awesome.
Yeah.
And then again at 10:30 to 11:30, the Mask and Puppets with Kim Goot and her guest.
And this one's kind of cool. This is a new one.
I know.
A new edition. There's going to be a Creekside Nature Walk with Jack Nisbet.
I think that's awesome.
And then I do think they're going to be bringing some of those things over from that nature walk with this next one.
So then Melissa Cole's going to head up at 11:30 to 1, a canvas bag nature painting. And Melissa Cole's the one that did lead artist for the mural.
Yeah.
But so see, that would make sense is to bring some nature stuff from the creek.
Yeah,
there might be some printing going, paint on the leaf or whatever. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Don't bring any wildlife from the creek. Leave the wildlife alone.
Leave the wildlife.
Yeah. Although I do remember as a kid in school, we did fish print paintings. We made T-shirts out of. We used like real salmon.
Yes.
And then painted them. Yeah. And then made fish print shirts.
Yeah, the skin of the salmon.
Yeah, it was interesting. Well, this was just the whole
fish.
This was just the whole fish. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
They were. It was from the hatchery. They were fish that were passing away anyway of natural causes from spawning. But it happens.
So then we have stage time again from 1 to 1:30.
Exactly. Of course, Howdy Doody time again.
Howdy Doody.
Then 1:30 to 3. This is going to be a lot of fun. This was a big hit last year. Leather stamping with Lynn Cassidy. Of course, an amazing leather worker here in town.
I've got bracelets on as we speak.
Do you?
Yep.
Oh, cool. Let me see. I want to see. Oh, yeah. That's definitely Lynn's work. Outstanding.
And then another one, just because we can.
Nice.
And this one is special, too, because it's, her former husband who passed, John.
Yeah.
This one is like a way original back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
This one. Yeah.
John was a great guy.
Yeah.
I'm
Lynn's awesome. That's so great that she's doing the stamping because it's fascinating to see, to work with that and have all the stamps and the kids hands on and.
Oh yeah, and how often do kids get to work with leather? I think that's really neat. I'm wearing a belt right now that they didn't make, but they helped me fix it when it.
And then the pop-up gallery too. Chris was there and had her pieces, her copper wrapped stones, and then Lynn Cassidy had some like a display of like 10 of like really detailed, I'll say, stones with leather, all of it incorporated. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
They were beautiful.
Very cool. Very cool. And then of course we've got the shaving cream marbling with Jamie Thompson happening from 3 to 5. Which, again, also a big hit. It's a lot of messy fun.
I love it. And then 3 to 5 is block printing with Gail Sharape. And there's an ongoing weaving, and there's a domino exhibition.
Mm-hmm.
And then face painting. This goes on they call it the annex. So it's right there. There's like the main pavilion, and then right off to the side.
So the dominoes with Peter Patterson, rather. So he's a former Chihuahua person returning. I think he might be in college right now.
It's Ben Patterson.
Yeah, Ben Patterson. He's got a YouTube channel where he does the domino, like the domino stacking and
then knocks it over and goes.
Yeah. So he's going to be doing a workshop with the kids.
Oh, that's fun.
On how to build your dominoes and all the fun tricks and stuff you can do with the dominoes.
That's awesome. I love the sound of dominoes falling.
Oh yeah,
and clicking together.
I don't think they're going to be playing dominoes, but they're going to be playing with dominoes.
Yeah, when you stack them and you hit the one and it goes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love it. The visual is also great.
It really is. It's very satisfying to see.
And then Ella Volz is going to be doing beeswax modeling.
Yes.
And then paper bag poetry with Suzanne Greep and face painting with Sherry Katzer. So that's going to be like, all happening different times of the day. You can look it up at the Chihuahua Arts Guild website to see the exact schedule. It's also in the Independent.
Yeah, yeah.
It's also there.
And I do know the weaving with Gail. There's going to be some, again, bringing some of that stuff back from the nature walk to weave into your art. So, yeah, very cool stuff. It's going to be a very busy day over there, and that we haven't even gotten to the main festival yet.
I know.
Look at us. The kids festival is the main festival, I think.
Well, it's just wild that it's all happening. So people have such options and choices.
Absolutely.
And I love the fact. So let's talk about the main stage.
Yeah, I do love that they're happening at the same time. So in the other side of the park, on the other side of the creek, we have Summerfest that starts at 10 a.m. and goes all the way till 10 p.m. So it's a full 12 hours of fun. So we've got a lot of stuff happening right now. So again, things going on at City Park, the Mississauga Hotel. There's activities happening at the Golf and Country Club. Everything is all part of the 250 celebration and the Summerfest happening in the park.
And so do we want to talk about what's happening time-wise on the Summerfest?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So we've got an opening ceremony. We've got the brass band playing with the color guard.
Nice.
They're going to be playing right at 10 o'clock. They're going to be starting with the national anthem, doing a presentation of the flag, and they've got a few songs they're going to play, as well as an armed services medley with all the different songs from the different branches.
I love the idea of the brass band.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun.
Joe Trudeau, heads up.
Yep, Joe and Paul Setti. And
that's so great.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to that. And then, of course, we have immediately after that, there's going to be a speech from the mayor, and we're going to do a little presentation for the we changed the time up for the presentation for the Honored Citizens Award because
you have everybody captive there at that time.
And one half of the honored citizens are going to be in the color guard. So
there you go.
Yeah, so we're going to
makes sense to connect
instead of having them come back later in the day. Yeah, we're going to do it right then.
No, it makes sense to me. To many. And then this donut eating contest.
Yes. Oh man, it's going to be.
Do you know how that? Well, we don't even know how that's going to be set up.
We do. We do. Yeah, that's going to be right in front of the main stage.
Okay.
So you can come and compete to see who can eat the donut.
Is the donut on a string?
The donut will be hanging on a string.
Okay, that's what I visualized.
Yeah. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Probably can't use your hands.
You cannot use your hands. You have to.
It'll be hysterical.
Your hands. I don't know if we're actually going to tie people's hands behind their back.
No,
I don't think we're actually going to do that.
No.
But you have to keep your hands behind your back.
It'll be fun to watch to see.
Oh yeah,
donuts swinging on a string,
and the
people
hardest
trying to bite.
The hardest part is actually trying to keep the donut stable without hands to be able to eat it. Yeah, so that'll be a lot of fun. There'll be a lot of laughs there. So we've got DJ Noodles is going to be spinning in between the bands to keep the party going. The artist formerly known as DJ Evergreen. He's playing with some name changes, but
I know that's we have to just remind people it is the same DJ Evergreen as he is DJ Noodle.
DJ Noodle.
And we have the Stompers coming up after that.
Yeah, 12:15 to 1:15.
Yep.
That's a lot of fun. They're going to be doing a full hour performance, and hopefully it'll be cooler. We're doing a little earlier in the day. Hopefully the sun won't be quite so hot yet, but it will be afternoon. So. But they're going to be under the tent, so it'll be great.
Yes.
Yeah, and gosh, we're gonna be miking that floor, so you'll be able to
feel it.
You'll be able to feel
the
it,
bass,
feel it in your soul.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. So then after that, we do have a substitution. We have the Dinosaurs. They're going to be playing from 2 to 3:30. It says Craig and Nebraska are the Dinosaurs, but it's going to be the Dinosaurs, which of course are the McQuains and Dino. They're a great band, and then. The Duck Regatta.
The Duck Regatta.
Yes.
Get your ducks before 3.
Yep. Is it before 3?
Well, I read somewhere. Yeah, just get your ducks right. Soon because it starts at 3:30.
And you can get those tomorrow at the Friday market, or you can get them during the day at Summerfest.
Exactly.
And the Duck Regatta benefits the Anna Schindler Foundation, which is a great foundation.
It truly is.
What it is they provide housing near hospitals where children are getting cancer treatment. Those children, they're immunocompromised. The cancer treatment, they're already sick. The cancer treatment really, really suppresses their immune system. They have to stay in a clean, sterile environment.
And their families can stay with them because people come in and prep all that for them so that they can stay together.
Exactly.
That's so good.
It provides a clean space for the whole family so they can be with their kids. No kids should be alone during that.
No.
So No family should be separated from their kids during that. I can't imagine.
That's sponsored by the Kiwanis.
The Lions Club.
The
Truth
Lions
Valley
Club.
Lions Club. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. Make sure to get your ducks. I think they're $5 a duck.
Get your ducks. I try to get my ducks in a row, but sometimes.
Let's see how that works out.
I know, right?
Right.
But it'll be fun just to float the ducks down the creek.
Absolutely. And it goes for a great cause.
Absolutely.
And of course, it is fun every year, and it's fun to see the people at the end trying to catch all the ducks. So, I don't know if I think they do a pretty good job catching them all. I don't think many ducks, if any, ever make it through. So. Then we've got, let's see, from 4:15 to 5:30 is Infusion,
yes,
which is a phenomenal band. They are
great. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dave Bergman. We've got the
Bergmans,
Lynn Miner. They're great. They're really tight and really fun.
They really, really are.
Really great people and fun to dance to.
They really are. That's let's see. So then we've got after that.
Bradley's
Taekwondo,
yeah,
which always brings a crowd.
Oh, absolutely.
They're going to be a lot of fun. They're going to be in the grass in front. We're giving them a little extra time this year. Alexis is going to be doing some presentations and some explanations of some of the things they're doing, and then they're going to be doing their amazing, awesome.
I know. I
flying
love
through the air
those
displays.
Kids, and the music they choose is great.
It is. It really is. And then we have the Mike Beery Band playing from 6:15 to 7:45. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. It's Mike Beery or Mike Berry or Mike Berry. I'm not sure.
Beery, I think.
Beery. I think it is Beery. That's what sounds right.
Sounds right.
Yeah. Then we've got DJ Noodles, of course. After that, before welcoming on-call Cowboys to stage, rounding out the night from 8:30 to 10 p.m. It's those guys are awesome. I
know, that's what you shared. I have not heard them yet, but I'm looking forward to it. No.
Oh yeah, they're kind of like a country twang band meets Grateful Dead.
Excellent.
Yeah, so they're
eclectic.
They're sort of this
great.
mix of classic country, outlaw country, and a little bit of jam band thrown in there for good measure.
Yes,
they have a phenomenal steel guitarist. Of course, Chase.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the proper term to use, but I'm going to say child prodigy. The guy's been an amazing musician since he was very, very young.
That's awesome.
He still is very young. He has very old soul. So, amazing band. Looking forward to it. We got lots of great stuff. There's stuff happening elsewhere throughout the day.
There's vendors. There's a beer garden. There's all kinds of vendors, right? And then, did you say there was like a jumpy tent thing also? Maybe?
Yeah, there's going to be bounce houses.
Oh, that's what they call it. I go jumpy tent. Bounce house.
Yeah.
No, still the same.
There's going to be a dry.
I got thrown out of there once, not just because because when I started jumping, the kids were like, and so I know. Okay, Gina, you're too big. Get out. Get out of there. But it was fun.
Was this a Lifetime band, Gina?
Well, I don't think so. I hope not.
Wow, and I do believe there's going to be a story time with the library.
Oh, good.
And there's going to be there's too much stuff to name going on all throughout the day. There was something else happening. I can't remember what it was. I should know this. Of course, we do want to thank some of our sponsors for this too.
Oh yeah.
We have Brandon Cook State Farm. He's doing the main stage. Toyota is going to be there. Gosh, I don't have the sponsor list in front of me. I should, but
and then DJ Noodle will be on.
Yep.
In the back.
Yeah.
Tailgate dropped, and he'll be up on top.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I like that visual.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
It is. It's very fun.
So yeah, and a huge thank you to all the sponsors. You know who you are. We're gonna recognize you all day throughout the event. Really appreciate everything to make this event happen. You guys are awesome.
Okay,
all
so
right.
some of the other sponsors, just real quick, is the New Health.
You've got them.
Toyota,
thank you.
And then Bernard's Building.
Okay.
And then, of course, you've already mentioned State Farm. I'm sure there's a few others.
Yeah. Very cool. And Brandon Cook State Farm is the main stage sponsor as well as sponsoring the donut eating contest. So we're trying to find
hilarious. That's hilarious.
Trying to find a giant inflatable donut for the top of his booth for the Summerfest.
You get a chamber bucks, the winners.
Yeah.
$50 for the first, $25 for the second place, and $15 for the donut.
And
chamber bucks.
And if we can find it, there will also be a giant inflatable donut thrown in as a prize.
Okay.
Not sure if we can find one.
You're gonna look for one of those.
We're gonna try.
Anybody listening that's seen one,
We got a couple days. We're gonna check out the inflatable section of some of the grocery stores and see if they have one of those inflatable donut shaped pool floaties
with the sprinkles on top.
Well, you gotta have sprinkles.
Got it.
Right. All right. So with all that said, let's go ahead. We got a couple things to hit on Sunday, and then we're gonna get out of here so we can take our break and bring on our guests for the second half of the show.
Izzy and Ellie, dynamic duo. Watch out.
So we've got be sure. We hope to see everybody there on Saturday for the summer.
Oh,
fest.
Absolutely.
Women's cardio kickboxing is happening at Arena Fitness on Sunday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. You can sign up at Arena Fitness or go check out how to sign up for that. The Colville Valley Animal Sanctuary is having their Carnival Fun Fair.
Aww.
And this one sounds like it's going to be a blast. This is happening from noon to 4 p.m. at the Colville Valley Animal Sanctuary. That's at 501 Old Arden Highway.
On Saturday, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And, speaking again of people who do great stuff in the community.
Oh, absolutely.
They do some amazing animal rescues. They really do a lot for the pets in our area. So there's going to be games, prizes, carnival food, photo stations. You can also play with the cats and dogs that are available for adoption. You'll probably end up bringing something home, I hope. All right. So you can find out more information or says stay tuned for more information. Of course, you can get this information as well as get the flyer by visiting Chewila.events. So you can also visit cvassanctuary.org. Mm-hmm. I almost gave them our website. That's not going to get you very far. All right. So then we've got the final send-off for the Chewila 250 events happening
at the brewery.
And this sounds like a lot of fun,
Sounds
too.
some fun.
So this is happening from 5 to 7:30. There's going to be a food truck-a-palooza in the parking lot of the brewery. So you can also...
And trivia, too, right?
Yeah, it's also trivia night. You
Yep.
can test your knowledge against your neighbors about American history in an exciting night of trivia. You can enjoy a variety of food, obviously, from visiting the food trucks. You can pre-registration is
That's
required.
Right.
You have to register in time for the event.
For your food truck.
Right?
Yep.
For the trivia.
Oh.
For your trivia team.
Oh.
You can gather your teammates and register at Chewila250.org.
Okay.
All the way up until the event. So again, Chewila250.org. Go visit it. Sign up for the trivia night.
Okay.
And I'm not saying this out loud, but I'm sure if you show up, you can probably sign up there.
Probably slip you in there. Yeah.
I'm sure. But it's a lot of fun. I love trivia. I'm a trivia nerd. I'm going to be there. All right. So that does it for the weekend. Whew.
Whew.
Now we can take a breath. We can thank our sponsors and listen to some news and be back in just a few minutes with our guests for the second half of the show, Ellie and Izzy. There they are sitting behind me.
They're there.
I'm out looking in the
They're
theater
there.
for them, and they're sitting right behind me. All right. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You're listening to the KCHW Morning Show right here on KCHW 102.7, your Northern Lights Public Radio.
The Public News Service Daily Newscast for July the 9th, 2026. I'm Mike Clifford. Senator Mitch McConnell is considered to be Kentucky's most powerful figure in the Congress. Now Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear is directly asking him about his health. The AP notes in a letter released Wednesday from Beshear to the former Senate Republican leader. Beshear says Kentuckians have grown increasingly concerned about the current state of your health and well-being and ability to hold office. They note the 84-year-old McConnell, whose physical condition has visibly declined in recent years, was hospitalized on June the 14th. He has not released a public statement, photo, or video since. Meantime, a federal appeals court has dealt a decisive blow to Florida's efforts to restrict what professors can say about race and gender in the classroom. The 11th Circuit ruled the State Stop Woke Act violated the First Amendment.
The 11th Circuit ruled that the State Stop Woke Act violated the First Amendment.
say your name and count to 5.
Izzy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Good volume. I'll try that again.
Izzy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Perfect. And Ellie?
Ellie, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, I might have the wires crossed here. Say it again.
Ellie, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Here, I'm going to flip these cables just so I don't forget where I'm at. And go ahead.
Ellie, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Perfect. It's like you guys have done this before. All right. So I know we had you on last year before you went off to college, correct?
Winter break.
Winter break.
Winter break.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're working on your thesis?
I'm working on my senior thesis.
Aren't you a freshman?
Yes-ish.
Wow. I knew
Can you
were
talk about
overseeing
that?
last time you were in here, so.
I got my AA degree in high school, so I graduate this upcoming year.
Wow, that's incredible. So you need some help from some kids in the community?
Yeah, so I need to recruit kids 6 to 10.
Contends the program would cost less than 1% of Michigan's school aid budget. Crystal Blair
Good morning. Welcome back to our KCHW Morning Show. It is still Thursday, July 9th, and we are still here with myself, Chuck Ritchie, my lovely co-host, Miss Gina Greenwood.
Yes, indeed.
And we have a very special guest today. We have Izzy and Ellie, and Izzy is doing a study that she's going to be talking about a little bit for her college thesis. So, Izzy, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, and Ellie, you guys, we'll go around the table, and you guys go ahead and introduce yourself, and then we'll get into the interview.
My name's Izzy. I'm going to Arizona State University, and I'm working on my Barrett honors thesis this upcoming year. I graduate in May, so I'm enjoying my summer down in Washington, but I'm about to head back to Arizona.
Right on. So, sorry, go ahead, Ellie.
Oh, no.
No,
This is really for her. I'm here for moral support and to whack her with a pool noodle if she says anything wrong.
You know, sometimes you just gotta show up and whack your friends with a pool noodle.
Yep.
I just love it. But you, so you guys are good friends then?
Yeah.
And you guys are friends from school or growing up together?
Well,
Kinda.
our families go pretty far back, and then we did theater together at the Woodland. So
Nice, outstanding.
And they came on Friday, just kind of sauntered around. Izzy was there to promote what she's going to share. And the girls were having so much fun. I could just feel their friendship and their joy to hang out with each other.
I love that. So you are. Tell us. Do you want to tell us what? You don't have to tell us exactly what school you go to, but what are you going to school for?
So I'm going to school. I'm a double major in psychology and human and family development. And I'm working on my senior thesis, which is a big part of the reason I'm here today. I'm recruiting kids from the rural area, and the study is about curiosity and how kids perceive things and think about things.
That's incredible.
And 6 years to 10-year-olds
Yep.
specifically.
So,
Correct.
yeah, it's an online study. It takes about 40 to 50 minutes, and the parents can be involved. It's 6 to 10-year-olds. Anyone who participates gets $15. And what they do is they watch some videos, they play some games, they take a wiggle break, and then they answer some questions about the things that they did during the study.
I love the wiggle break.
Yeah, we need a wiggle break.
Can we take a wiggle break? Yeah, we need to. So I want to back up here a little bit. So when did you graduate high school?
I graduated in 2025.
In 2020. So last year.
So last year, yeah.
Yeah. So you are, this is your senior thesis.
Yeah, I got my AA degree in high school. So in my brain, last year I was like a freshman, sophomore in college. And then this upcoming year, I'm a junior, senior in college.
There you go.
I'm doing my 2 bachelors in 2 years.
That's incredible. So are you legitimately a certified genius then?
I don't think so. The certificate hasn't come in the mail yet, so I don't think I can say it's certified.
Right. Yeah, you got to wait for that certification. Do you sign up for that, or do you pay extra for that?
I don't know. They just keep asking me, and I'm like, okay, fine.
I'll be part of your club. So what made you? So tell us a little more about the study. It's so you're looking for 6 to 10-year-olds. What exactly is the purpose behind this? What are you trying to accomplish with this?
So we're looking at the way kids perceive their environment and their sources of knowledge. This is a bigger study. So the first part of the study was about human teachers and what type of teacher kids would prefer, like more curious teachers, more knowledgeable teachers. But that part of the study is done, so we're going to the second branch, and that's exploring how kids think about the knowledge they get from technology, like Alexas. So,
And their curiosity and how they process. Yeah.
It's on there, Ellie. Don't smack her yet.
checking.
Okay.
so it's about how kids think about the information they get and whether it's correct and knowledgeable and what they would prefer in the kinds of knowledge that they're getting. Like, what do they look for as a, yes, this is the right knowledge. Yes, this is what I prefer.
Yeah.
In terms of curiosity and like correctness, getting the answer right.
Right. So do you have is there anything from the first part of that about what type of teachers children prefer? Is there any part of that you have that you can share, or is that still information that's being sort of collected and
I don't think I can share it just because we still have study 1B going on. So
Right.
we don't want to taint any of the answers for the technology side by sharing the human side yet.
Can I ask you, what kind of teacher you would have preferred as a kid, because I know there's something about, there's a song, hope you never lose your sense of wonder. There's people that you meet that have that sense of wonder. They're still curious, and those are the people that I am drawn to. I'm fascinated by them, and I love them. They're my favorites. They never stop wanting to learn. They never stop wanting to explore, and everything is exciting and new. And I find that especially with children, sharing that energy with children really helps instill that growth and that love of learning in kids. Yeah.
I definitely would have looked for a more curious teacher just because I was always the kid who asked why 100 times.
Yep.
The most common phrase in my household was there's not a why for everything.
Right.
So I was very, very curious when I was little. So I would have loved a teacher who not only answered my questions, but went down the curiosity train with me.
I love that. I love that. And I'm going to have to disagree. There is a why for everything. and even if there's not, you can make it up. So, no, and I do think, there is, I guess in our system and society, I've always found there's in the schooling system, as much as I love our schools and our teachers, I know my experience in school was there was sort of a hampering of the ability to learn. And I know you have a lot of kids you got to work through and you have to move along. But sometimes I feel like our modern schooling system takes away the love of learning and replaces it with, information in a book. And I think the learning how to learn and not removing the desire to learn from kids is just as important as the information they learn. So now I'm on my soapbox.
And I just want to add a little something to that.
Yeah.
So energetically, I was always and still am inspired person that believes that the soul of a person, people learn differently, but also we have to allow ourselves the freedom to explore and be open and not critical. There's a lot of that critical stuff happening. So just, open your heart and be around people that inspire you and have some fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So in this study now, so this is is this your study, or is this an ongoing larger project within the school?
So it's a larger project, and it's actually shared between Arizona State University and the University of Virginia, I believe. Mm-hmm. So it's a really big study, and then my thesis is just a really small part of that.
Okay.
So we have this overarching study, and then I'm specifically looking at the differences between rural and urban kids and their answers.
Right.
To just try and see what the difference is, because obviously I grew up in this area. It's more rural, and I feel like I had a lot more curiosity about the world around me, especially because I didn't have the access to technology that I'm realizing a lot of my peers from urban cities had. Mm-hmm. So I think it's then I moved to Tempe, which is urban.
Right.
And it was just really interesting to see how I had to adapt and the differences in my upbringing versus my peers' upbringing. So I thought it would be really interesting to look at the differences between rural and urban kids when they're really little and they don't know any different, and see how that affects their perceptions of things.
Right. That's amazing. So I would really like to see the progression. I know this is specifically between 6 and 10 years old. I would like to see that the next stage of that, to see how those numbers translate as kids get older, and if they continue along the same trajectory, or maybe as they get older and start getting outside influences, the difference in how they perceive and how their curiosity, how they maintain their curiosity throughout their childhood. Because I think kids are inherently curious, and I feel like as we age, whether through societal pressure or peers, our curiosity gets dampened, I guess. Not to sound like a negative Nelly about it, but I would really like to. It'd really be interesting to see especially the difference between urban and rural, how that. I just want to see the numbers. I'm a nerd.
So to get it to just voice, so the parent can be there with their child, and it's a Zoom program, mm-hmm. and they watch the program. It's 45 minutes around then, and they get a gift card for $15 or some. How do they do the 15?
So it's a gift card for $15, and it comes to you through email after you're done with the study. So. Mm-hmm. It's my job as the researcher that as soon as the study is over, it's one of my finishing tasks for your session to send you that gift card. And then you can redeem it for anything. I know a lot of people take the gift card and then it's through Tango gift cards. So then you can choose to make it into an Amazon gift card or a Visa gift card. So it's just money in your pocket and you get to choose how you want to spend it.
Very cool.
And I had a curiosity question about families that have the same, children that are 6 to 10 in their same family. And you were saying it's better, go ahead and have, both your kids, but the session has to be separate so that the other child you're being curious about it, the answers in the video, it's better for the study to have it happen at a different time. Is that right?
Yeah. So we do test siblings within the same study, but we have to do them one at a time. We only test one kid at a time just so that we can see what that kid is thinking and not what the kid's sibling is thinking. Right. So it's definitely more of a one-on-one study, but we are allowed to test siblings.
So what does the test look like? I know you gave us a little bit of, parents can be there, right?
So the way it works is you sign up for the study. I send you a confirmation email, and it has a Zoom link in it. And then you get onto the Zoom at your assigned time that you signed up for. I talk to the parent for a little while, and I just go through the consent form with them and what we're going to be doing with the kid, and I help them set up the Zoom call so that everything is good. And then we call the kid into the room, and we play some games, we watch a video, we have a wiggle break, and then I ask them some questions. The kids' part takes about 40 minutes, and then at the very end, I just do a little debrief with the parent to say thank you and explain what happened just so that they feel comfortable with the whole thing. And then they can be in the room with the kid the whole time too. Very cool.
Very cool. So it's nothing uncomfortable. There's nothing. It should be fun for the kids, right?
I think it's very fun. What I especially like is all of the videos that they watch. Not only are we getting at like how they're thinking about things, but they're learning things too, which was really important to us when designing the study. So they're learning science facts all throughout the videos, and they're learning like how to differentiate between different types of knowledge. And they're learning that not every answer you get is the correct answer. And sometimes you have to think about it a little more critically, which I think is a very important skill for kids to start developing.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So, and getting a 6-year-old's attention for 45 minutes, does the test pretty much keep them going on through this? And are you finding that kids really are engaged with this?
We are finding that. So we did a pilot before we started this study, and essentially part of what our pilot was do kids like this? Are they having fun? Are they getting all the way through it? And so that's when we implemented the wiggle break, because we were like, 45 minutes is a little bit long. And ever since we added that wiggle break, they seem to be really engaged and really with it. So, and then the other thing is, at any time during the study, they can ask for a break, they can pause, they can stop. So they're completely in control of it too. So if they're not having any fun, we're done. Like it's not we're forcing you to do it thing. It's completely child-led.
Very cool. Very cool. So wiggle break, was that your term, or is that part of the process?
I don't remember whose term it was. It started through emails. I ended up finding our video, I think. We just found that it was really important to let kids have that little opportunity to just move around in the middle of the study.
Oh, absolutely. It's important. Now, the wiggle break, is this something that, is it just like basically turn it off and get your energy out, or do you have some fun things for them to do as part of a break?
We have a fun freeze dance. So we have music, and the researcher dances along with them so that they don't feel like, it's just me. So I think it's pretty fun. I also enjoy having a little dance break in the middle.
Always.
Gosh, you got to get a dance. You got to get your dance on. Well, so are you finding that you're getting a lot of people involved in this, or?
We just finished piloting, so we're starting up the study now, and it's a bit of a slow start. But I think all the recruitment events I'm doing here in Washington. I'm doing programming at the library where you can learn how to build a circuit, and to the farmer's market with Gina. And I feel like we're picking up traction now.
That is very, very cool.
Speaking of wiggling, you two girls, you met at the Woodlands, correct? In what production?
Frozen?
Frozen. Okay. Well, I was.
Can you guys say? Can you guys do that again? That was awesome.
I was Ellie's nanny at the time Frozen took off, and I tell you,
No.
I watched Frozen with you a lot when you were really young.
Oh yeah,
With
not
the
the movie,
movie.
not the play.
No,
yeah,
the
that makes a lot more
movie.
sense.
But so Ellie is in the choir right now.
Yeah,
The
we're
Woodlands
doing
Theater.
a mix of ABBA and the Beatles, I believe, at choir,
Excellent.
and it's open to other people, so people can still join choir. And
when do those sessions gather?
I think it's 7:00 every Thursday night.
Okay. Is Stasia directing that?
No,
Who's,
Brian McDougall.
Okay.
Yeah,
Great.
we have some great voices,
That's
and
awesome.
the directing is really fun.
How fun.
I think our performance is in November. Don't quote me on that. I could totally be wrong, but
And you've recently recorded in Spokane?
I've recorded a couple songs,
But you've
covers
been-
of other people's songs.
But you're
We're-
working on your own to go into the studio in
yeah,
Spokane and
we're working on
record.
it.
That's awesome. That's great.
That's incredible. And of
Yeah.
course, you were a contestant on this year's Chuila's Got Talent.
Yes.
And your performance was amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
It's it's a there's so much talent in that show. I mean, you were there. It was so hard for the judges to pick winners of that show. They would have given everybody an award if they could.
Well, it was so hard. They
Everyone
had the first
deserved it.
place.
Oh,
They had a tie
absolutely.
for first. That's
Yeah.
how hard it was.
Yeah.
So is it the Stevens County? What's the county fair that your award?
Northeast Washington Fair.
And you received.
Yeah.
What was the award that you received?
Last year I received Grand Champion,
Yes.
and the
incredible.
year before that I got Best in Show.
Nice.
So
That's incredible.
So I had asked Izzy, but I didn't have a chance. So we have the Summerfest happening on Saturday. And if you girls want to come down, come check it out. You can help us out with the radio station booth or just goof around and have some fun. I don't know what your schedule is, but
I don't know either.
well, it starts at early, and there's a kids free pavilion across the way at the pavilion, art, all kinds of art, and we got lots of music. And then tomorrow at the market, I'll have a flyer, on hand, and the parents can take a picture. Right? I know you can't make it tomorrow, person. You're working, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're out there
So they-
celebrating these amazing young women
Absolutely.
and the young curious minds in the future.
Oh yeah, I love it, and especially being at the market, especially talking to the parents, maybe get some of the parents signed up for this. So tell us how do people go to get signed up?
So there's many ways. If you see one of my flyers around town, there's a QR code. I put flyers up all over Colville, Kettle, and Chewelah. So the likelihood of you running across one is pretty high.
Good.
So if you go to that QR code, it'll take you to a scheduling link. And then I believe Chuck also put the scheduling link on the Facebook page.
I did. It's in the comment section of this video. So you can go ahead and just click on that right there and get you right there.
And then the flyer calling all child scientist with a little magnifying glass. That's the visual.
Yes.
And a computer.
And then you could also email the lab's email. It's emergingmindslab@gmail.com. And if you email and say that you are curious and want to get involved with the Curious Machines project, I can send you scheduling information and more information about the study that way too.
So, okay, I'm an observer myself. Okay, scroll up a little bit.
Oh.
It says 30 here.
Yes, that was for our first study. It looks like our website hasn't been updated for the
Okay,
second one yet.
Just noticing things.
That's if you have twins.
That's right.
Yeah.
So it's 15.
So it's $15,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Per kid,
So
right?
that was the first.
$15 per
That was the first.
participant.
The
Yeah.
first. It was about the curious teachers and things.
Yes.
Okay.
So
got
we've
it.
moved on to the second part of the study, Curious Machines.
I forget you guys. I'm scrolling all over the place. I forget you guys are actually seeing my screen here. I'm glad I wasn't like scrolling, checking my Facebook or anything while you guys were looking. So right now, the listeners can't see this, but I'm scrolling through the.
Yeah,
the appointment
so
setup right
from
here.
that link, you would click on Curious Digital Machines, and then once you click on there, you have access to seeing my schedule and when we can book an appointment. And that just emails us directly, and then we'll send you a Zoom link from there.
Right on. So if you have a parent that's not quite sure, they're like, I don't know if I want my kid to take part in this. What would you tell that parent?
I would say that not only are rural kids so underrepresented in research that it's really important not only for research to include kids from rural populations, but also to introduce rural kids to the same opportunities that might not be available to them that are always available to urban kids. But then also, this is a great opportunity for kids to learn more about science, to learn more about communication, and honestly, just to have fun. I think our study is a lot of fun.
That's
so
good.
It's not, I think a big worry with parents is that their kids aren't going to like it. It's a long time to sit, and it's not like fun. It's not kid-centered, but the Emerging Minds Lab really focuses all of our research on it being kid-centered.
And being fun.
So it's not like this long, tedious, boring thing that your kids aren't going to like. I think any kid could take some sort of valuable information and some fun out of it, no matter who they are.
Nice. So as far as your thesis, now your specific thesis, I know you're part of this bigger project. How does this work into your end goal for your schooling?
So next year I am graduating with my 2 bachelors, and my honors thesis is a part of that. So I kind of explain it like I'm in 2 colleges. I'm going to Arizona State University, but I'm also going to Barrett, the Honors College. And to graduate from Barrett, you need to do a thesis.
Okay.
So it's helping me graduate with the honors degrees that I've been working towards. But then beyond that, I'm applying for PhDs in the upcoming cycle, and having a thesis on your resume and on your CV and being able to mention it in your personal statement is just application gold, in my opinion. This thesis has given me an opportunity not only to get involved in research, which is kind of rare as an undergrad. Like, not every undergrad gets the experience to work in a research lab.
Yeah.
So I'm so grateful not only to the Emerging Minds Lab, but also to Dr. Luca for helping me get involved into research. But it also helps me get a head start on my next step, which is a PhD program, which is heavily research focused.
Wow. So when are you going to start your PhD program?
Fingers crossed in the fall of 2027.
Okay.
But it just depends. PhD programs, especially in clinical psychology, are highly, highly competitive. So we're looking at like 1% acceptance rates, like 5 out of 600 people who apply get in. So it just depends on if I get in somewhere.
Oh, you're getting in.
It feels like you're taking the steps to get you there.
Yeah, she's gonna get in.
So,
I have a feeling.
So if you don't mind me asking the question, how old will you be when you get your PhD if everything goes to plan?
So I'll graduate with my 2 bachelors at 20. And then
Amazing.
a PhD, I believe, is typically 4 years of schooling and then an internship. So I'd be 25.
Well, Doogie Howser did it at 12, so. But that is absolutely incredible. I can't even imagine how proud of you your parents are. So your clinical psychology degree? No, what do you plan to do in your future with that? I mean, what's your area of expertise that you want to go into?
So I have an amazing professor at school, Dr. C. And what I really like is she has a clinical practice and she teaches at the university level. So that's what I'd like to do. I'd like to teach classes at the university level to keep inspiring the next generation and keep moving the field forward. But then I'd also like to have a clinical practice where I work with kids. That's where my focus is. I'm looking at all sorts of clinical psychology programs, but I love kids. I've always loved kids, and I've always known my future will include them. So I'd like to have a practice in child clinical psychology and then teach psychology courses for undergrads.
Wow. Well, that is fantastic.
That is incredible. Kids are our future generations.
They really
I
are.
love them too.
Absolutely. So,
Stay kid-like out there, you big adults.
So Ellie, do you have plans coming up? So you're probably a couple years at least from graduation?
Well, I'm 4 years from graduation
Okay.
because I took 2 years to do 7th grade because I had all these performances and it was just getting to be a little bit too much for me.
That's fair.
Because I need 12 hours of sleep. So I graduate in 4 years.
Okay.
And I'm probably going to take a gap year so that when I go to college, she can get an internship wherever I go to college, and we'll just, stay together.
So she'll be your teacher.
That would
That'd be
be
fantastic. I love that. Don't worry. I failed kindergarten. It's okay. I didn't fail. It's a whole long story. We're not gonna talk about that. But yeah, no, that's
Well, Ellie has the flexibility, which I
Yeah,
she's
because I'm
homeschooled.
homeschooled.
you're
Yeah.
homeschooled. Okay,
That's
that's
right.
gonna be my
So
next.
that's-
yeah,
question.
I'm
You're
homeschooled,
Yeah.
so it was
Yeah.
a family decision to take 2 years to do 7th grade so that I could just slow down and not grow up quite as fast.
Exactly. I wasn't implying you failed. That was bad. That was a bad segue. Yeah. So my kids, we unschooled, which is sort of like homeschooling minus the curriculum.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
And it's been
Life learning.
Yeah, exactly. Life learning.
My
And
son he was homeschooled.
Yeah.
Forrest Goverdale, and I'm very proud of how he is doing what he's doing.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So no, I really appreciate that, and I know some years people say, "Well, what grade are your kids in?"
You're
We have twins, and I'm like, I don't know. They're this age, so I don't know. Figure that out, maybe. yeah. I get you. As long as
It's
like
not taken away. I just want to comment. It's not ever taken away from public school and the beautiful teachers we have. To be homeschooled is a privilege.
It is.
And that is a true statement. So a lot of parents that would love to do it, and maybe they can't because they have to earn a living. So homeschooling is also a privilege and a choice, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it just fits the child better.
Absolutely.
If it's possible. And then public school, we have some incredible teachers out there. I think rural teaching is so much more exciting because they have a flexibility also. And so this study is pretty incredible, actually, this Curious Minds.
No, it is.
That's happening.
And when the study is over, will these results be published somewhere, or is it pretty much internal within the schools?
So all of our published research is on the Emerging Minds Lab website.
Okay.
And then beyond that, I'll have my thesis defense next April or May, and that'll be open to the public. And then also we go to conferences and we share our research that way, and we post about it on our social media pages.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just the Emerging Minds Lab on Instagram and I believe Facebook too.
Very cool. Very, very cool.
And I think maybe I'll just go over and get take this flyer. We'll have one posted at the market so families can take a picture.
Mm-hmm.
But I like to make those 4 squares, 4 to a page, so people can have it in their hands. I like hands-on. Give it to me.
So if I go to the Emerging Minds Lab webpage, where can I find results from past studies?
At the top of the website, you'll see a research tab, and under there, all of our publications are listed.
There we go.
And then I sometimes have trouble reading the super dense academic text of publications too. I'm just learning that skill.
Right.
So often, once we publish a study, we'll simplify it on our Instagram so that it can be easily understood to everyone who doesn't want to sit there with a dictionary looking up every third word.
Right. No, that makes sense. So are any of these previously published ones that you sort of get information from, or ones that you look to for your research?
Everything in our lab builds off past research.
Yeah.
So Dr. Luca is amazing. She is just so inspirational. So as you can see, Dr. Luca is listed on all of these studies.
I see that name a lot. Yeah.
And then she's our mentor. So she has done so much research, and then she helps us build new research.
Mm-hmm.
So everything builds off of everything is the way I like to say it. Like it's a web, and there's no completely new idea or thought. We all need to work from each other and build off of each other and communicate.
Right.
And that's as true in the academic world as it is in
Real life.
a farmer's market or a community.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. So I love the there's a bunch of studies on the curiosity driven learning, and we talked about some of the homeschooling, unschooling, and obviously you wouldn't be where you are and be headed the trajectory you are if you weren't led by your curiosity. Obviously, doing studies on curiosity. So I just find the study of the study of curiosity in children fascinating, and I'm really proud of you, and I'm really excited that this work is continuing and that we're really starting to explore this more. So in your past research, have you found that I don't know how to word this. back in the day, we'll just call it the generic back in the day. This wasn't really a thing that was really explored as much as it is now. And are you finding exciting things coming out with all the new studies about learning about curiosity and how that affects children?
I think there's so much still to learn, and what we have learned is so fascinating. I don't know exactly what I can say because I don't know what's been published yet.
Right.
But the Emerging Minds Lab is so cool because it's all about children's curiosity. Like, that's the whole purpose of the lab. We don't research anything else. And I think it's just fascinating, not only on the studies and work I'm working on, but there's a lot of different things going on in the lab. So we have a lab meeting every week, and it's just fascinating to hear all of the different facets of it, because you would think in a lab that's focused on one thing, there would be one type of project, but there's so much going on all the time, and there's so many different areas to explore. And I feel like that's the root of curiosity, is that there can be so much to look at in just one thing.
Oh, exactly. And to be in on it, and I'm not going to call it the early stages, but it's also sort of not, like I said, it's not a very widely discussed or widely studied topic. So to be in on it and sort of the I guess we'll call it the adolescent studies is pretty exciting. I would imagine.
I love it, and I love just seeing how different every single kid is. Like, even if they arrive at the same answer, the way they think about it is so very different from each other, and they don't feel the need to stick to like the prescribed norm of A plus B equals C. Like, they don't have that linear thinking that I feel like as we grow up, we tend to get drawn towards. So that's really interesting to see.
Mm-hmm. Or why does A plus B equal C?
Exactly.
And instead of saying it just does, don't worry about it, move along. This to me explores why, exactly. and I love that. And I think that's very, very important to work with our kids on the whys. And I know my kids a lot of times growing up, they'd be like, okay, Dad, that's enough. Because they would ask the question. I would do the opposite. My kids would ask why, and I would go down the rabbit hole with them. And sometimes they're like, okay, Dad, we get it. That's enough. And then I would go off and, be lost in Google for a couple hours. But yeah, no, I'm very excited. And I do think parents, engaging with their kids and exploring the whys is also, as important as anything the kids can learn in school, I think.
Definitely.
And again, not to take anything away. I mean, we have amazing public school systems. We have amazing teachers.
Absolutely.
But just, that outside of the school, continuing to explore the curiosity is fantastic.
So how long are you here in our area? You're off to college when? Soon?
I'm headed back to Tempe August 2nd.
Oh, that's coming up.
Way too soon.
Way too soon for Ellie.
Is that when your school year starts?
No, so I'm going down a little bit early. I haven't officially gotten the position yet, but I'm hopeful. There's a peer mentor position for first-year psychology students and neuroscience students.
That's excellent.
So it's just helping them ease into the college experience and having somebody for them to come to with any and all curiosities or problems, and just helping them navigate the first few weeks at college.
Nice. So in your college, gosh, you talk about these amazing academic things you're doing. What are you finding you do for fun?
To do for fun.
Yeah,
fun.
Yeah. Let's talk about that for.
Your research does sound like fun.
She hangs out with me. That's what she does.
I call Ellie. When I'm at college, I'm just very school focused. There's a lot going on. I'm super excited because I am moving out of the dorms into my own apartment with one of my friends next year. So
that's exciting.
I think that'll be super exciting. It's just super long days. So by the time I get to the end of it, I want to sit with a cup of tea and maybe my cross stitch.
Awesome.
And some good food.
The Golden Girls.
And the Golden Girls.
That they're classic. That's classic.
You watch reruns of Golden Girls, it still holds up.
It's so good.
It is still
really good.
Every bit as good as it was when it first aired. Yeah, the stories, the acting, everything is it's the jokes hold up.
Betty White?
Oh,
come on.
Yeah,
Legend.
she was a friend of my grandmother's who was quite famous in Ohio.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And
wow.
That's a whole nother story.
That's so funny. I didn't know that young people were watching Golden Girls. I don't see why you wouldn't.
I watch Golden Girls.
I watch Golden Girls because of her.
Yeah, I forced Ellie to watch an episode.
And there's
And now you're a fan?
Yeah.
and then has anybody seen the Sweet Magnolias?
It's so good. That's or Steel Magnolias?
No, it's called, well, it's based on the book, but the program is Sweet Magnolias. And if you like the Golden Girls, it's the relationship dynamics between friends that have known each other forever and supportive. It's just really good. It's really good.
You're another one that's one of my. We're just talking about TV shows now.
Now we're just off on a tangent.
I never get tired of watching the old Addams Family, the old black and white Addams.
Yeah.
It still holds up. Still, I think to this day, on TV, one of the best representations of true family values, of examples of unconditional love within a family. I don't think anybody does that as well as the Addams Family does.
Yeah.
And embracing the weird. I love it.
And our friend Tammy, who does the spoons, she pulls her hair in front to be Iz and puts her glasses on, and she's hysterical. It's like a reenactment. It's like, oh wow, okay, coming down from the ether.
Cousin It, yeah.
It.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I thought I said it
That's okay.
is, but
Well,
it.
it's 'cause you're
it
sitting
is
next to
it.
Izzy.
It is it. It is it.
Awesome. Well, we're about out of time for the day. Is there anything that you would like to say to the people out there listening, maybe anybody who's interested in pursuing this sort of career in their life?
I would say just to go for it. I feel like the biggest thing in my way is myself a lot of the time. So it's about finding your path and not doubting yourself. I never thought I would be here. I never thought I would get involved in research. I mean, a year ago, I didn't even think that I was going to get into a research lab, let alone start doing my thesis. So I feel like the biggest lesson for me in this last year is to just try. Yeah. And if you don't get in, you don't get in. But if you do get in, it could be amazing.
Right. But you're never going to get in at all unless you try.
Try.
Yeah, exactly.
Never give up.
Never surrender.
Never give up.
Sorry.
That's a Shaggy song, I think.
I went
Never
to Buzz Lightyear. Sorry. All right. Well, that does do it for our show today. I want to thank you guys so much for coming in today. Izzy, thank you so much. And gosh, you're doing amazing stuff. I hope you continue to come on and give us updates. I would really appreciate that if you're willing to. And anytime you need more, subjects for research or, looking for people, please feel free to reach out and say, hey, I'm doing the thing. I really need some help with it. We can even do Zoom calls if you're in college. So that'd be fantastic. Ellie, I want to thank you so much for everything you're doing. You're awesome. And thank you for being her Jiminy Cricket today and keeping her on task. Appreciate it.
And as you get closer to your ABBA and the Beatles from the Woodlands, we'll bring you back on.
All right.
Okay. Right?
Did you say ABBA and the Beatles?
Yeah, we're doing a mix of ABBA and the Beatles for choir.
Shut the front door.
At
we have a good mix. We have some really fast tempo and some things that more focus on the male singing voices and more focused on the women, and then some slower ones. It's a really good mix.
I love that. And this is a concert.
This is like our choir concert.
At the Woodland Theater.
At the Woodland Theater.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure it's in November. I said that. Don't quote me. It might be wrong.
But you can look it up.
But you can look it up.
But we'll bring you back, sooner, just to promote that for
Absolutely.
Sure.
Please come back.
Please come back.
You guys are always a pleasure. Appreciate it. This has been your KCHW Morning Show right here on KCHW 102.7. And don't forget to stay tuned right here tonight from 6 to 8 p.m. for Pretty Static with Leah B. And then after that, we have Our Celts in a Twist from 8 to 9 p.m. And then Acoustic Cafe after that. And
so you girls, I just want to interject.
Yeah.
Listen to that Pretty Static with Leah B.
Oh, it's
I'll be in choir.
Okay, you're going to be doing your own Pretty Static.
Right? All right. So, yeah. And then,
you
of
got
course,
the Celtic.
Yep.
No.
Celt in a Twist. After Leah B.
That's
and then
right.
Acoustic
And then,
Cafe.
Okay.
And of course, tune in tomorrow morning for the KCHW Morning Show with myself, Paula Randall Dillon. And we have a very special guest tomorrow. I know his name, and I thought I had it up here on the screen, but he is a wonderful performer. He is an Australian blues country singer who's going to be joining us on Zoom in Germany.
Wow.
So he's on
Australian blues?
Yeah, Australian.
I mean, he's an Australian that does
the
country blues. Okay.
And he's on tour right now in Europe.
Oh, my gosh, that's great.
He's performing tonight in Stuttgart, Germany. And he's taken tomorrow night. He's performing tomorrow night in Germany. and he's taken some time out to join us on a Zoom call.
That's fantastic.
To talk about his tour and all the stuff he's got going on.
That's fantastic.
So really, really fun. Thank you, Craig, for organizing that. He's amazing. So you're not going to want to miss that out. And of course,
that's tomorrow's morning show.
Yep, tomorrow's morning show. Yep. And that does it for today for our morning show right here on KCHW 102.7, your Northern Lights Public Radio. Have a great day. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Supposed to say goodbye, everybody.
Oh, yeah, right.